Hey folks, it's James from the Movie Mad channel here. Welcome. I've got used to filming videos in advance now, but it's a bit weird. I always like to film videos and then just put them up, but I've been trying to keep to my schedule. No, not a schedule as such, but I do. People might get in the routine of my Wednesday and Saturday videos. So, well, maybe they do. Maybe they're anticipating my presence. Maybe they're not. Maybe they don't care. But uh, I'm trying to stick to this regular routine. So I've got a topic for today, and the topic for today is German imports and gifts. So I on the 28th is my payday. And usually about payday, I have a look on Amazon Germany, see if there's maybe one or two movies that I would like, and then I purchase them. Well, I've got the money to purchase them. Probably a bad habit. And I've done that before I went and spent that £53 in the charity shop. So I bought three imports from Germany, and they take quite a while to come. So what's it, the 11th? So they all came. A couple came on Saturday, one came today. So they're all here now. But I think you do get some bargains when you're doing that. To be honest with you, these three films, I had a look, and they've all went back up in price in Amazon Germany to not three times, double the price of what they were when I got them. And I don't want with Amazon Germany you have to pay postage, so it's usually about £2.52, and I like to spread that over 2 or 3 titles, so I feel like I'm getting my value for money and I'm not paying massive postage. You know what I feel about CEX postage. So yeah. So I will show you the three imports I got, and then I will show you the gifts I received. So first of all, I picked up this one. It's a Western, and it's called Apache Drums with Steve McNally and Colin Gray. And this was £5.52, I believe. And it doesn't have a release over here. And then when I looked on eBay, and I looked how much it costs over here, it was something, the people were wanting £19.99 for it. So I thought, this could be a good Western. Let's add it to my basket. And I might buy it, I might not, but I did on this occasion. It stars Stephen McNally and Colin Gray, who I don't know anything about. I think there's another main actor in this that I cannot remember, and that's why I got it. Maybe I didn't. But I also checked that it was in English, and it is. So it's got English 2.0, it's 76 minutes long, and aspect ratio is 1:37. So there you go. The next one I picked up, I thought it looked like a great movie, was The Passage. And this looks like a World War II epic. Anthony Quinn, James Mason, and Malcolm McDowell. And again, I think this might have been £6.52. All in total, I paid £20.40, I think. So around about £6 each, including the £2.52 postage. So Anthony Quinn, James Mason, and Malcolm McDowell. And again, The Passage, I seen on there, it looked, shall we say, interesting and nice. Well, interesting and nice. Interesting for me, because I do like a good war film. I was watching Bushman Blues channel the other day, and he found a copy of another great war movie from Amazon Germany. I think he said he got it on Amazon UK from Momlex. They paid a few pounds for it, £5 or £6, and that was the Bridget Regamain. I say Bridget Regamain, but it's not Bridget Regamain. It's Bridget Remagen, and that used to be on the TV all the time, and I used to watch it and think it was a great movie. So I'm hoping this one's in a similar light, shall we say. The next one I got it because Robert Mitchum's in it. I think he's quite a good actor. He was the original guy in Cape Fear, wasn't he? Robert Mitchum. Robert Mitchum is also the guy that owns the TV station in Scrooge, doesn't he?
Yes.
He is indeed. So I always thought I always forget that he's done some older roles. And this one is Foreign Intrigue. It's also got Sheldon Reynolds in it. And Genevieve Page, it says. So, I can't read the backsies and tell you what these films are about because they're in German. But I did look them up at the time I bought them. And they piqued my interest. So that is the 3 that I picked up from Amazon Germany. And also, the other good thing is Amazon Germany ones are in nice slim cases. You know, they don't take up much space. That maybe takes up the space of 2 Blu-rays, doesn't it? And nice black cases as well, aren't they? So nice. So those are the 3 I treated myself to. Next, I had a message from Darren, the comic book guy. He was saying to me that he had a couple of movies that he was upgrading, I believe, and he asked if I was interested in them. And the first one was Captain America Civil War, the 3D version. Now, I've got a wee 3D version of Avengers up the top there, and I've got Ant-Man 3D, Captain America Winter Soldier 3D, Guardians of the Galaxy 3D, Doctor Strange 3D, Avengers Assemble 3D. But I had Civil War up there, and my Civil War was in a nice red case, slipcover case as well, but it wasn't 3D, so it's a bit mismatched. So he asked me if I would want that, and I said yes, definitely, because that will match in with my OCD of the shelves. Not that you think I've got that, because the place is a right mess.
No, you have got a wee bit OCD when it comes to your shelves.
Well,
a little bit, not much, but a little bit.
But it does look a lot better when you've got all the 3D titles in there. And I think I've got Captain Marvel up there, and that's just the regular version. And I've seen it about where you can get the 3D one, and it wasn't very dear. And I should have just got it, but because it wasn't a priority, it's not a priority for me to upgrade them. But when I'm offered them or I see them, then I'm certainly willing to. Why is my screen gone black? Because now you can't see me. There we go. I'm always certainly willing to do that. And I actually had this on the shelf already. I put it in there because it looks so good. So thank you very much for that from Darren the Comic Book Guy. I'm going to put it back up while I don't forget. Next, Darren the Comic Book Guy also upgraded this to the Arrow version, and I was thinking I've seen this film, and then when I seen it, I'm thinking no, I've not seen it. You know when you think you've seen a film, I may have seen the film. I'll need to watch it and find out, won't I? And that he upgraded to the Arrow version of the Cell, but he had the German version. And he asked if I wanted that too, and I did. So that's Jennifer Lopez, Vince Vaughn, and Vincent D'Onofrio. Can I remember what it's about? I think it's like a I don't want to say psychotropic thriller in the future. I can't remember. I've got a movie in my player to watch just now. I've started doing that during the day, putting a movie in my player so I can watch it at night time without getting up and changing the disc and being lazy, shall we say. Instead of trying to surf through Netflix or my Plex or things like that. So I've got one in the player to do that with. So I think I'll keep this one out for the next one in the player. It's Borderlands I've got in the player right now. But I think I'll do that with myself. So again, thank you very much to Darren the Comic Book Guy for that. And next, this is a gift, but it came in a different way. I sent a few bits off to Larry, which we do occasionally. I send stuff to him, he sends stuff to me. To be fair, it's far much more the other way that Larry sends to me than I send to him. And I'm perfectly aware of that. But on Friday, I think it was, he sent me a little gift voucher from Amazon and he said, go and get yourself Red Dawn. It wasn't the full amount, but it was enough that I didn't have to put too much into it to get the Red Dawn. And Red Dawn is a favourite movie of mine. Watching it, okay, you can say that some of the historical, cultural things, because it's set in the Cold War, are out of date these days. But I always remember watching this as a kid. I say, I probably told you this story before, but my auntie was a big Patrick Swayze fan, so she had a shelf of videos of his. And when she stayed with my gran, and when I went to stay with my gran, she went out to work for the day, and that maybe summer holidays or something like that. I stayed at my grand's quite a lot when I was a kid. I had access to her full video collection, and she was very happy for me to watch anything in there that I wanted to wanted to watch. And coincidentally, a lot of the stuff was Patrick Swayze stuff. So that's how I don't know. Is that how I got my love for Patrick Swayze? Shall we say? But this was on there, and this was one of my favourites that I rewatched. It's also got Charlie Sheen in it, Jennifer Grey, Leah Thompson, Thomas C. Howell, and a couple other ones. And so that was quite hard to get on Blu-ray. It's out of print, and I've got the Blu-ray. But I picked up, I actually meant to buy the Steelbook of Amazon, but Amazon must have had the Steelbook. So what actually came was this Red Dawn media book. And on Saturday, I opened it up and I watched the film. It does come with 2 discs. It does come with, I better take this over the back. So, picture of the gang, the Wolverines, shall we say. And I think this is the original movie poster at the back of the media book as well. It is. So it does come with a Blu-ray, and it does come with a 4K there. And, you know, this is a favourite film of mine. I was going to say there's a nice little media book, and there's a bonus disc. I haven't watched the bonus disc yet, but what I did do is on Saturday I did pop on the 4K and watch the movie. And I'm going to be honest with you, I was a bit disappointed in some aspects of the transfer. That's not to say the film wasn't good. The film's good. But, you know, when you just expect things to pop a bit more, or maybe it's just me, maybe, I don't know, but in the night scenes, it just looked like it could have been Blu-ray quality. Some of the scenes, don't get me wrong, when they're in the winter and they're fighting in the winter, that was actually pretty good. There were some really clean bits in the 4K, but there was bits in the night scenes. Maybe it was the way they filmed, maybe it was the way the source material, but it just disappointed me a little bit in that. But that's not to say I didn't enjoy the film. I enjoyed all the good bits. I enjoyed watching it the 4K, and I enjoyed watching it on there. But what I would say is I haven't watched the Blu-ray in a long time, so I want to put the Blu-ray on and compare it to the 4K. And maybe I'm being a bit harsh on it. I don't know. But still a very good film. And if you're going to have it, you may as well. If you're going to have it and it's a favourite of yours, there's a bit in the film where there's a bit where it goes. So I've not told you what the story of Red Dawn is, but basically there's a Russian invasion of America, and some of America's behind enemy lines. Some of these school kids escape to the mountains, and they're just trying to survive, but then they have to turn around and fight to survive. And it's a good movie, but there's a bit right at the start when the Russian paratroopers are paratrooping in, and there's a guy that's got a bumper sticker that goes, "You can prize my gun from my cold dead fingers." And there's a guy who's lying there, and the Russian soldiers taking it off him. It's cheesy, classic American stuff. They refer to it in the Hot Tub Time Machine. Have you been watching Red Dawn again? Because it's like very patriotic, shall we say, for the time. And it is of its time, but I still really enjoy it. So I'm really glad to have that in the collection. I was going to trade in the Blu-ray, but I kept it because I want to compare it. But that means I will have to watch Red Dawn a second time, and I've just not had time to do it yet. So, I should tell you that this has Dolby Vision. Does it have Dolby Atmos? I'm not 100% sure. Doesn't say that. But that's the other thing. When you've got Dolby Vision, you do expect, a better picture. You've got HDR10, HDR10 Plus, and Dolby Vision. But I've always found the Dolby Vision offers the greatest picture. But this one just disappointed me slightly. But still a very good gift, and I really appreciate it. And you don't know until you get it, do you? I'm going to have to sellotape this on or something like that. Put it on the shelf. But very happy with that. So thank you very much for that, Larry. I really do appreciate it. Also, if you do have any comments about any of the movies there, or you know anything about them, put something down there. Let me know, because I would be interested in your thoughts. If you have anything else you want to put in there, feel free. And I'll catch you next time, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.